Hi, everybody. My name is Bobbie Richardson, and I'm the creator of Make Believe. I just wanted to bring up a few things about the song because it's really profound how this kind of happens. In 1996, I wrote the song just as a poem or lyrics to a song. I really was thinking of a poem at the time. I was a songwriter, and I found lyrics came to me extremely easy. I didn't realize, though, that I could channel at that moment. But this song that came through while I was waiting for the band members to get everything together to sing a couple of songs with them, this just poured through me really quickly. And it's really profound. And the interest that I have in the song at the moment is because I channeled this profound message last week. And it was all to do with, they kept on bringing up make believe, make believe, make believe. And I'm like, okay. And then they said, have you ever wondered why we call it make believe? And I thought that's interesting, because to make believe means that we're making something believable. And yet we were told by, school and all of that the word make believe meant that it was impossible to come true. It's like the not believable happening. At school, we were taught that make believe meant nothing. But really, why didn't they just call it make deceive instead? It doesn't make sense to say make believe when the actual words together actually mean to make believable. And that's because that is an actual fact, that we can make things believable that are held in the resin of our imagination, and that's what they call codes. And so many of us have these codes that have an understanding of way more outside of our normal, so-called normal world, that is actually true. And also the song, when I re-listened to it, brought up these words of actually facing our shadow self. I didn't even know at that time anything about shadow self, didn't even know it existed. That we were going to have to face our fears. There was going to come a time where time was going to run out and feel like it's running out, and then we were going to be asked to believe in something that was unusual, to be able to bring that forth into our reality so that we can bring back the gifts that we have, like telepathic, telekinesis, teleportation, all of that stuff. And although we can carve a path, that means that there's a device outside of us that can bring that energy in, or that reality in. We actually have it all within us. And it's only when we come into balance with our logical and our intuitive mind that we can activate this pineal gland and walk into a lot more gifts that are coming forth. Yeah, it's about crossing a threshold, this song. It also talks about, at the beginning of the song, that wizards held, it's wizards and witches held these codes. It's really interesting. So the actual lyrics of it were, first of all, the crossover, change the line, make the move, and you will find. Those were lyrics, were the poem. And then years later, that happened in 1996, and then years later in 2000, I rewrote the song with make believe as the chorus, and about the wizards, and about me standing on this threshold between this reality and the next, because that's how I always saw myself, is I don't just live in this world, I live in another world beyond this world all the time. And that's why I got to see things that others couldn't see. And now I'm channeling through messages about this time to help guide us so that we can come into balance and then open that pineal gland again and then activate way more gifts from within us, which means that we aren't controlled outside of us by devices. As soon as there's something outside of us, it can be controlled by another. But if the gift comes from within us, which all is actually there to begin with, otherwise the device wouldn't have been able to be created, because it is held within our imagination. And our imagination is the thing that activates it within us. So yeah, the song was written and rewritten, written as a poem, rewritten as lyrics to a song. And then I went to a wonderful guy called Andrew Bryce, who lived in New Zealand at the time. And he and I worked on the music together. We were very open with each other, you know, bringing in the drums and then the bass line and then the melodies and stuff. But the melody was already there, but then he would, you know, use keyboards and create even more brilliantness around that. So he's an amazing musician. Because I'm a channeler, when I channel through, I can channel through the lyrics and the melody, but I'm not a musician, so I can't play it. I mean, I can play a little bit of music on the piano and stuff, but I'm not a profound musician. So I left that up to him, but we did work in collaboration together on what felt right. And that's the wonder of this. I love that there was a collaboration that happened with it too, because in the end, we are going to be uniting and trusting each other with the pieces of the puzzle that each of us have to be able to carve a new path. So I will let you listen to the song now and see what you think about it. You might even get more information out of it, but it's a definite song that is coded for these times specifically, and it is channeled through from the divine. So I'm really excited to be able to republish this. I did publish it 2 years ago. Wasn't so good with the video footage then. We've got a lot more free videos online these days, so I can create the video production and make it a better storyline visually as well. Although I am a visual artist too. But if I did all of the work, if I did the visuals as well, I'll be sitting here for quite a few weeks, and I've got so much more to share with you guys with channeling and stuff like that. So I really want to focus in more on the channeling side at the moment, especially since we are stepping into creating a new path from the inner codes out, right? And yeah, it's very beautiful what's coming to humanity's consciousness, understanding that we aren't just what the logical mind has been telling us over and over. We're not just what we've been taught at school. We are far more magnificent, and we're going to free up a lot of different ancestral patterns, and even more than that, species that were a part of our evolutional path as well are going to be freed from their story, because they have purpose on why they did what they did. And yeah, there's just so much more juicy stuff coming through of my channelings as well. So guys, if you do want to see any of my channelings, I am live on Tuesday. I dabble in a little tarot on Tuesday as well. That is mainly focused on the energies that are present at the moment that we can use and move through the new energies that are aligned. We can align with them. And on Thursday, it's just straight channeling live, no tarot at all, just straight channeling. And I also do the odd video in between as well, which all my messages are channeled at the moment. Unless they bring up a story, of something that I've been through, and then I'll bring that up in the channeling too. So if you're interested in my channel, go have a look at Bobbie the Messenger, and or visit my website, www.codes-to-a-new-reality. Love you guys. Bye.
There beyond the darkness, casting shadows way back when. Wizards were alive, fighting for the rights of man. That's where I stand, on the edge of magic. Cross over, change the line, make the move and you will find supernatural takes control. Fever hits the final toe. Bleeding hearts can make fear. Reality kicks that you can't bear. Marching nights have given lives, crushed to find you're out of time. Oh, you're out of time. Or is it make believe? If I believe, would make believe. Or is it make believe? If I believe, would make believe. Blown away by the promised change, you can't ignore the right to blame. Behind the shadow of your own fear, no right is given to compare. Lost inside the state of mind, your touch to life is cutting blind. Now you're in an outside world, a place that no one can uncurl. Can uncurl. Can uncurl. Or is it make believe? If I believe, would make believe. Or is it make believe? If I believe, would make believe.
At the edge of the cloud, the great one to reach the nose, I never let him stay. I will stay there on the edge of magic. I will stay on the edge of mystery.
Or is it just make believe?